It's 5 p.m.
All right, quiet on the set.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're live. Let's start the party.
Broadcasting around the world.
Our broadcasting.
This is your number one internet station. The music you love right here, right now.
Our broadcast link.
It's another live broadcast. Special edition. Now your hosts, Rob and Jerry.
Hey, well, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is. It's all good for many, many reasons.
Woohoo! Go Bills!
Wow. What a game. What a fantastic game. And you know what? Miami played a good game.
They did. That was a
played
nail biter the whole
real
time.
Good game.
It's so hard to get ready when you're watching football, let me tell you. I'm like, I don't have time to do my hair.
Yeah, okay.
Is my makeup okay? Did I put blush on? I don't even know what I did.
And does my hair look all right?
Yeah, I think you're
Okay,
perfect
good.
as always.
All right. Yeah, so are you. Hey, good afternoon, folks. We are excited because in just a little bit, we're going to be talking live with Mr. Nik Yash.
Yay.
Yeah, originally he's from New York there, and but he is living now in the state of Ohio. And we're going to be chatting with him in just a little bit. We've got a few people here already, and we're going to start some things out today with the beat, of course. And here's a tune called The Question.
Could it be time to walk away? Wake up with an empty smile. Every step becomes a painful mile. Reality just tears apart. Used to be your loving heart, caught up in a maze, a quest to find those loving days. The question is, what do you hope to find? The question is, did your dreams leave you behind? The question is, can I help you find your way? My question is, there any words left we can say? The question is, what are you hoping for? The question is, a mystery behind each door. The question is, emptiness inside your heart. The question is, will this pain pull us apart? When your soul's turned inside out, questioning what your life is all about. Life is an empty slate, fragile in the hands of fate, awakened from the darkness and the love your life creates. The question is, what are you looking for? The question is,
the question is, and that is the Sound of the Beat 3.0. We're excited because we're going to be talking real soon with Mr. Nik Yash. And he is, of course, the accordion player for the band. And, again, we're just so blown away from this game that we cannot believe it. I don't know. I don't follow football that well. But I understand that we are, well, I've been watching it. I don't actually follow it. And all I've been watching really is the Bills anyhow. Hey, folks, we want to welcome you to Polkas After Dark, the Sunday afternoon edition. We're going to say hello to Kathy Zahowski. She is tuned in. Also, Wes Walheim. Cindy Yash, good afternoon to you, Cindy. Dan Novak is tuned in down there in New Mexico. I was going to say North Carolina. Musical Mark Swoger, he's here from the city of North Tonawanda. We're going to also say hello to Mr. Greg Schweidock from WXRL. It looks like Jeff and Gail Franzek have joined us. Also, Carol Lazarek. We thank you. Christine and Amanda Holchuk. Maria Blasting is here with us this afternoon. Jonathan Skachillas, he is joining us, as well as Helen Bobak and Mary Lou Czerniak. Looks like she's here too. Also, good afternoon to Linda Petrozeski, all the way out there in the Niagara Falls area. And hello to Dale and Renda Cribbins. You know, it was so fun to actually hang out with you guys New Year's Eve with The Beat and also with PCM, Polka Country Musicians. We're going to also say good afternoon to Vince and Maria Cisnowski, as well as Jill Cherniak. She's here too, and Helen Garbach once again. Welcome, folks. Hey, you just heard the question. How about we get a little bit of the answer? Andy Haverlick is here. Good afternoon, Andy.
That I held dear, lost adrift upon life's lonely sea, directionless, the question must be me. Could there be a way to set things right? There had to be someone, a guiding light. You came to me without regret, lonely nights I would forget. Show me how to love one because
good afternoon to Mike Passer from WXRL. Also going to say hi to Lisa and Lisa and Greg Skovranek.
If you search for darkness, you will find a troubled world where souls can be unkind. Confidence and purpose must be found. Rise above and build on solid ground. Indecision used to follow me. Who I was and what my life could be.
2 for 2, and you know what? You might as well go 3 for 3. Here's the beat, a little bit of the reason. Hello to Mr. Mark Komar joining us. Also, hello to Beverly Nibel, welcome, and Barb Wozniak's here. Hey, it looks like Seabass has just joined us, and Mr. Larry Kutas as well. Thanks so much, guys. Welcome to Polkas After Dark, the Sunday afternoon edition. Hey, we're going to be talking with one of these guys live in just about 15 minutes or so don't you dare go away.
Reasons in my mind, somewhere lost in time, how it all began, a word to touch your hand, reasons I am here with you, believe in everything we do, my beating heart belongs to you, I would walk for miles till I found you, reasons for the day, awake to work and play, time we spent alone, reasons still unknown, postcards that I sent to you, send it all my love to you. If I lose everything, would I have you? My reason. With every breath I'm worth waiting here on earth, counting space and time, the reasons you are mine. Should I walk alone one day, find that love just couldn't stay, reasons I would find a way, sending all my love to you, reasons we can make it through, reasons in my mind, no longer lost in time, moonlight of my life, shine on every night, reasons I am here with you, to live this life and honor you, reasons we will see it through. If I lost everything, I still have you, my reason.
Hey, there you have the title cuts off all three of those. Beat 3.0 with Michael Costa, and of course, who's the guy that plays trumpet with him? The you say the good-looking guy? Oh, Steve Gerard, Steven Gerard. We're going to say hello to all of you guys. Welcome to Polkas After Dark. Jan Dressler has joined us. Hello to you, young lady. Mr. Jeff Yash is aboard. Also, Greg Sakowitz has joined us. And gosh, you know, we've got some great broadcasts. That's hold on. All right. We have some great broadcasts coming your way for Saturdays and Sundays. And the Sunday editions, of course, are going to be unique because we have some really great talent, some of the fresh talent out of the polka music world. And it's just going to be a lot of fun. We're going to show you some dates of some people coming up here in just a couple of seconds. Right now, let's go ahead and bring up a tune by Mr. Kevin Adams. Here's one called Walking with Mary. You're tuned to Polkas After Dark, streaming live on Facebook, also on YouTube. Don't forget to go over to YouTube, click the subscribe button, and let us know where you're tuned in from.
Chodzi Mania po łące, ciema dziewczę na ręce, opłakuje swego Janka zielonego, opłakuje swego Janka zielonego. Nie płacz dziewczę, nie płaczę, nie będę tak bardzo źle, masz ładnego synka, jest jego matynka, masz ładne 16 lat to już piękny jakby kwiat. Już Pani miłuje, Ojca naśladuje. Już Pani miłuje, Ojca naśladuje.
Hi, this is Ryan and Didi O'Grodney in Nashville, Tennessee
And you're watching and listening to our dear friends Robin and Jerry.
on Polkas After Dark.
We love you guys.
Mr.
Hi, this is
Kevin
Ryan and
Adams.
Didi O'Grodney in Nashville, Tennessee
And you're watching and listening to our dear friends Robin and Jerry.
on Polkas After Dark.
We love you guys.
Hey, we had to give them double bill. What the
Double
heck?
duty.
Jeez, a whiz. Hey, that's Dee Dee and Ryan, and we thank them so much for doing that for us. We're laughing because Jerry says, hey, you're in my screen. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then I went to click the button to see if I could disappear from that. And I was unable to do it, but I am sure I'm going to be able to do it at some point in time here. So let's see.
Always in my space.
Yeah, always in your space. Hey, speaking of your space, why don't you go ahead and say hello to some people while I monkey around with this screen?
We have Beverly, Nibel, and JC over in not Facebook land, I'm sorry, in YouTube land with me. And there are a bunch of other people watching over there, but just not in the chat room. We want to say good evening to you as well. We also have Alice Fischler that joined us not too long ago. She said good evening to everyone. Barbara Wozniak's with us. Yeah. Jeff Yash screamed out, howdy gang. So we're going to do a howdy gang to him.
Howdy, gang.
Howdy gang.
They did a great job with that New Year's Eve
They did.
thing, and we got to find out when the next one's coming up because, man,
Yes.
although it's going to be tough to beat that one. You know, they'll
For some
have
reason, I think that they can.
yeah, they'll have another one, but I don't know.
Yeah.
That's going to be real difficult. Hey,
The
folks,
first ones are always a learning process.
yeah,
And
that's
since it's
true.
New Year's, it's kind of hard to know how people are going to react and accept the things that are going on.
Yeah, that's true. But they
So,
had a great
They had
crowd.
a great crowd. It was a great time. If you had a bad time, it was your own fault because it was awesome.
All right, let's go ahead, and I had to hit the cough button and clear my throat there. I had that little frog thing going on,
Froggy.
or as Brian Kopka says, that glass voice. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and bring up a beautiful little waltz by a fantastic young lady. Here's one by the Bruggen family, and here's one called Shake Me, I Rattle.
I was passing by a toy shop on the corner of the square where a little girl was looking in a window there. She was looking at a dolly in a dress so rosy red, and her eyes toy shop as I hurried through the door, just in time to buy the dolly that her heart was longing for. Shake me, I rattle, squeeze me, I cry, and I gave her the dolly that we both had longed to buy. Shake me, I rattle, squeeze me, I cry, please take me home and love me. Shake me, I rattle, squeeze me, I cry, please take me home and love me.
Oh, what a cool song. Hey, Jerry, who did you say did that originally?
Originally, it was done by Marion Worth,
Marion Worth.
and then the Lennon sisters did it as well
Oh, okay. Well, that's
in
cool.
1963.
The Lennon sisters. Oh, geez, I remember sitting and watching TV with my grandmother and watching the Lawrence Welk show and catching them. That was a great there was actually 3 or 4 because I think there was a 4th Lennon sister. It was Kathy. Shut up. It was. What do you mean you're not that old?
I'm not that old.
I know, but you've seen reruns. Oh my gosh, stop
I
it
didn't watch
already.
the Lawrence Welk.
Wow. Hey, another beat tune. Here's one called Because Your Blue Eyes Blink. We're going to say hello to Andy Boychuk. He's here with us. You know, Andy, you got to give me a call because we would love to have you come on for an interview sometime in the not too distant future. We've already got Mr. Brian Urbanzik on. He's going to be coming up in a few months, or a few weeks, I should say. We're going to say hi to Alice Fischler. Karen Hootie is joining us from Chicago. Also, Pat Mazer, Patricia Mazer, she is here in the chat room, so we're going to say hello to you. Mr. Paul Trubish, Paul and Dorothy, hello. And also, oh gosh, what's that?
I can hear that.
What?
Quit
Oh.
picking.
Oh, no, you can't. No, you can because you're sitting right
It's
there.
annoying.
I know.
I can hear that.
Now you know how everybody thinks of this show. They're annoying. Oh, good gosh. Hey, here's one called Because Your Blue Eyes Blink. Mr. Ray Zolkar, once again, 247 Polka Heaven. If you guys get a chance, tune that broadcast in. Why don't you?
Because your blue eyes blink, my heart went bling, bling, bling. I never stopped to think when I saw those blue eyes blink. You run around all day, leave dishes in the sink, but in my heart you'll stay, just because your blue eyes blink. Because your blue eyes blink, the blues don't mean a thing.
that's Dave Walter when he was with The Beat. And that is, let's see, Because Your Blue Eyes Blink. Hey, we welcome you folks to Polkas After Dark. I got to make a quick phone call here. I'm running a little bit behind. But let's go ahead and send a song out to Al Yash. Also, we're going to say hello to Tyler Wasomski. Mr. Daryl Welton. Can't believe that because he's up right now. Here's the new Brass Express. Old Crew Brothers tune. Here's one called I Want a Girl Polka. Welcome to Polkas After Dark, right here on a Sunday afternoon.
Like the girl that married dear old dad. She was a pearl and the only girl daddy ever had. A good old-fashioned girl with a heart so true. One who wants nobody else but you. I want a girl just like the girl that married dear old dad. Just like the girl that married dear old dad. She was a pearl and the only girl daddy ever had. A good old-fashioned girl with a heart so true. One who wants nobody else but you. I want a girl just like the girl that married dear old dad.
Off of that Keep On Rollin' CD, that's one called I Want a Girl, just like the girl that married dear old dad. That was recorded by the Crew Brothers here from Buffalo. Hey folks, we want to say thank you so much and welcome once again to Polkas After Dark. Live on our live line here, we have Mr. Nik Yash. Nick, can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Robin. How are you?
Hey, we are doing great, sir, and thank you so very much for joining us on Polkas After Dark. Hey, first of all, I do want to start out by saying you guys rocked the house New Year's Eve with The Beat and also with PCM. What a fantastic sound. You stand in front of the band and it just blows your hair back. For those
that have hair.
Yeah, for those of us,
time to bring in the new year, you know.
Yeah, for those of us who have hair, which ain't me, that's for sure. Hey, Nick, again, thank you so much for joining us, and we want to start out by asking you some questions. Now, we know you're kind of young to begin with, but tell us, at what age did you hear your first polka?
I mean, I feel like I can't really remember when I heard my first polka. I always feel like that it's just, you know, polkas have just been in my life since day one. But I do remember hearing stories, you know, that my mom and dad would tell me. I feel like Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain was the first polka that I feel like I learned.
Oh, wow.
And God knows how, you know, what age I was at there. I must have been I don't know, 2, 3, 4, something like that.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, so ever since I was a kid, just we were always listening to the Polka radio show with Dennis and Jerry Romanowski in upstate New York.
Oh, yeah.
So that's just always a memory that I have from way back when.
Beautiful. Hey, now you play accordion, Nick. Do you play anything else besides box?
No, I try to play piano on the when we play American stuff.
You did a good job on that, by the way.
Thank you.
For New Year's.
But no, accordion is my my comfortable area.
Gotcha. And well, it's kind of funny because I've known your dad for many years. I've known your uncle for many years, Kenny Yash, and of course Jeff Yash, your dad. But tell us, you kind of performed with some other bands throughout. Now, you didn't play full jobs, I don't think, but I remember seeing you play live with Lenny Gomulka in Chicago Push. You came up, you set in a few songs. Tell us who you actually got your feet wet with.
Lenny Gomulka was the first musician that took the gamble on me. I forget what age I was. It must have been, I feel like it was, I haven't even been playing accordion for a year. And I remember getting a call from Lenny, and he said, yeah, we're playing up at Pulaski Park in Three Rivers, Massachusetts, and we want you to, play accordion. And I was like, me? Like, why me? But then there's also a funny story that goes along with that. So we get there, and I'm, bringing my accordion in, and they're all setting up. And Kevin Adams looks at me, and he's like, "Oh, you're what are you doing here?" And I'm like, "Oh, Lenny asked me to play." And Kevin goes, "Oh," he's all serious. He goes, "Oh, well, we actually took a vote, and we're not too sure if we're playing with you, if you're playing with us anymore." So I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's okay." I was planning on going there anyway. And then he's like, "Yeah, so we're just gonna take our vote, and we'll let you know." I was like, "Okay." And I'm this young kid, Kevin Adams, a great musician, Polka Hall of Famer's talking to me. I'm like, whatever, do whatever you got to do. And then he's like, "No, we're just kidding."
Yeah, as only Kevin does. He's got a great personality, and he is huge when it comes to kidding. Both him and Paul Petrushka too. And those two, you get them together in the same room, boy, and you don't know who's telling the right story, the wrong story, or even if the story's been created at all. Hey, also, so tell us, you've performed with some other groups too along the way,
right?
And who were they?
I've also played with Polka Country. I've played some of their East Coast jobs with them here and there. I love playing with Polka Country. It's really easy. Wally makes it really easy. He's got everything written out. But also Polka Family. I feel like Polka Family was the band who really caught my ear and kind of made me interested in polkas in the first place. That band with Josh and Tommy Haller.
Oh yeah.
I remember hearing them at Dingus Day one year, and I was hooked instantly. So Polka Family was definitely awesome, and whenever Hank asked me to play with them, of course I was ecstatic.
Now, how about if I ask you this? Do you listen to other genres of music besides polkas? And if so, what do you listen to, Nick?
Oh, yeah. I have... I listen to everything, Robin. It all depends on my mood and how my day's going, to be honest.
Okay.
But I really listen to everything from Patsy Cline, the Drifters, to Snoop Dogg. And
oh, wow. That's huge.
Yeah, I love music, and I feel like every piece of music is good. I feel like you just have to have a sort of mental capacity just to understand it.
Yeah, here. Now, we know that you picked up the accordion at age 15, and you started playing with a couple of guys, too, Let's see. Polka Method. Tell us a little bit about some of the guys that were in Polka Method when you first started out with them.
Sure. Yeah, sure. So Polka Method was the band that Matt Martin, Matty Polka started with Zach Pietkowski, my brother Al, Sebastian, Joey Blackburn, and they didn't have an accordion player, so Al Pietkowski offered to, play the jobs with them.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember they had their first practice at my house, and this was when I, wasn't playing accordion. I wasn't playing anything at the time. So I was just sitting off to the side, hanging out, and seeing all those kids up there having fun playing music. I just felt really left out. So I talked to my dad, and he said, yeah, well, first I said, Dad, I kind of want to play the drums. And he was like, trust me, no, you don't. But then he was like, yeah, I mean, Al's the only old guy in the band. You should play accordion. And so it's kind of started there. I used my uncle had a old accordion sitting in his basement. So he lent that to me. So I started playing with that. Andrew Christopolsky, who used to live in Schenectady, New York, which is probably 25 minutes away from where I grew up.
Yeah.
He gave me accordion lessons. And really it was just watching guys too, like Nicky D. Sebastiano, Mazurka Al Pawalski, Alex Meixner was a big influence on me.
Wow.
But, Andrew really helped me with the technique of playing accordion. But it also really helped watching all those great accordionists as well.
Now, it's nice because you said that playing with PCM, you like playing with PCM, jobbing around, because everything is all written out. So I take it you do read music.
Yeah, I used to a lot. I mean, I haven't really had to in quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly with the beat and everything, I've been playing by ear. But I started out using the Palmer Hughes accordion books. So everything in there is technically written out with music notes. Okay. So I kind of had to learn how to read music book-wise.
Yeah.
I haven't done it in quite a while, but I could learn, get my way around,
Well, I'll tell you what, I have to say that I really never learned to read music. I've always played by ear everything that I have tampered with, or tinkered with, I should say. But
Mm-hmm.
it gives you a better feeling of what you can do. You can kind of go around some different things, be very creative, where if you're reading charts, it's a little bit more difficult to let yourself go.
For sure. I absolutely agree. And that's the beauty of, I feel like, just growing as a musician. You could start at one spot and then just grow. Like I remember Alex Meixner was playing in Lake George, New York, and this was probably right around the time I started playing accordion. So my dad introduced us, and Alex goes, "Hey, throw on this accordion. We can kind of jam together."
Uh-huh.
And he was just teaching me all those things, about just being fancy, but not being too fancy, and just making simple melodies sound nice.
Yeah.
And different. I remember him playing Mary Had a Little Lamb, just a simple melody.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember he said, "Oh, or you could play it like this." And he just played it like it was beautiful and very smooth, very nice, but it was just different than the original melody of that song.
Yeah, yeah. Now, you've recorded a couple of recordings with a beat. How many recordings are you on currently?
Just two, the Reason and the Greatest Hits and the Misses.
Okay, and the Greatest Hits and the Misses. I got to say, the Reason was good, was real nice, but man, the Greatest Hits and the Misses just has a pocket that once you put that thing on, you listen to the whole thing as you're driving, and then the first song starts back up again, and it's like, did I listen to this whole thing already? It's just so smooth with all of you guys. Whatever, what studios were you in to record those two?
For the reason, Mike found a guy named Guy in New Jersey, not too far from his house. He actually he's a music producer and everything, but he's never recorded a polka band before. He's actually, I don't know if he had ever heard of polka music before us. But he welcomed us into his home and we got recording. And that was the album with the Beatles medley on it.
Okay.
So he got the feel that it wasn't the typical, what I feel like most people think of polka music is. It's more of like a rock style polka music. And I remember he was just like, he got hooked on polka music pretty quickly. So then he produced the Greatest Hits and the Misses as well. But for that, the latest CD, I flew up to Chicago and recorded my parts in Kevin Altenberg's basement.
Oh, wow.
And you could probably tell the difference of the accordion sound between the two because I used Johnny Kravich's accordion and John Frumagnac's accordion for that one.
Wow. Man, that's got to be super huge to be able... I mean, Johnny Kravich is one thing, but to be able to say that you used Foo's accordion, man.
Yeah, that was an awesome experience because that was not too long after he had passed away as well.
Yeah.
So I felt a great honor of being able to record with his accordion.
Oh, man, that is great. And talk about a memory that you'll treasure forever and a day.
Right.
Wow. Hey, do you have a favorite band that you have never performed with, but you've always wanted to? And that could be past or present.
Yes, absolutely. The Dynatones band with you and Zelasco, for sure. I remember always plugging in that live video from Frankenmuth or Springs and playing along to those videos with you and Zelasco, Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah.
So that band for sure, I wish I was around for to fill in or just play even half a song. I'd be okay with.
Yeah.
And then of course Eddie Blazonczyk with JT, and the big man up there.
You know, it's nice that you're bringing stuff like that back. You know, Scrubby, you're talking about Zelasco and Johnson. The three of us had such a camaraderie, not only on stage, but also off stage too. And I have to say, hats off to Jimmy Johnson, God rest his soul, because he was one of my favorite, if not the favorite, of bass players that I have ever performed with on stage. I mean, the guy would joke around, but then all of a sudden when you'd click the sticks and start out a song, it was like everything just fell right into place. And he and Zelasco worked very, very well together, just as you and your brother and Seabass work extremely well together. Now, I have to ask you this. Do you guys practice a lot, the three of you? And actually, you probably don't right now because you're residing in Ohio, right?
Yeah, that's right. But I feel like we don't really get to ever had the chance before to practice all together, just the three of us, unless sometimes it's right on stage and a lot of people might be able to see that. But I feel like that's the biggest thing that really can tell. Like, I'm sure that you, Zelasco, and Johnson did a lot of that as well.
Yep.
And going back to just your camaraderie, I feel like that's a big thing to be able to sound good.
Oh, yeah, that's huge.
On stage is your camaraderie, off stage as well.
Because you guys feed off of each other. That's the whole thing, Nick. And, don't ever, I mean, I probably shouldn't say this, but then again, I've known Costa for, oh gosh, I want to say 45, almost 50 years, which is crazy when you really stop and think about it. But, he is so relaxed when he's up there playing, and he just has a huge smile on his face when you guys, the three of you, which I refer to as the nucleus of the band, When you guys just are cranking, and don't ever say, oh geez, well, I know people might think that, we're trying stuff, because that's where the creativity comes from. So don't ever worry about that whatsoever. Just play stuff. I mean, if you listen to a lot of those live recordings, we messed up a lot, but you just have to laugh it off, because it's just like anything else. It's like a fumble or an interception. Hey, it's going to happen, but
Right.
just play the game. Now, also, when I say play the game, you are very big into sports, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell me a little bit about that, Nick.
Well, I played. I tried to play a lot growing up, but as I got older, I kind of removed some sports from what I played. I grew up playing basketball, football, and baseball.
Oh,
But
that's
then
all.
I feel like
That's
yeah,
all.
and then I would always fool around in the yard and stuff with our neighbors, and like playing soccer or whatever ball we could get our hands on, I guess.
Wow.
So, and then as I got to high school, I pretty much just played baseball. Because I feel like, I don't know, baseball is really my favorite sport, I would say, out of all of them.
You've got a huge passion. And who's your favorite team?
The New York Mets.
There you go. Hey, do you have a most memorable gig that you played, maybe that had a memorable amount of people, a huge crowd, or maybe there wasn't a crowd at all, but the band really gelled that night? Do you have a memorable gig that you can talk about? And there may be more than one.
I feel like there's been so many.
Yeah, well, hit us with a couple.
Some gigs that are popping into my head might be. I feel like the first time I ever did double duty was when I was playing with Polka Method, and Lenny asked me to play with him up in Amsterdam. So we played. Polka Method was playing during the day, and then Lenny in the evening. So it wasn't quite the double duty like a lot of the guys do at festivals. But that was just a great experience, being able to sit in with Lenny and play a gig with him. And Paulie Petruha actually played drums that gig, so that was an awesome time. Another one, I guess, would be I guess this is another cool story. Polka Method played at in New Jersey with Polka Family, and I remember walking into the hall, Hank setting up, and so I feel like Polka Method was just planned to play like a break or two of Polka Families, and then Hank comes up to me. He's like, yeah, you want to play today? And I'm like, yeah, sure, like a couple songs. And he was like, no, the whole gig.
Wow.
So I was like, yeah, of course.
Oh, that had to be huge.
Yeah, and I feel like that was the first time I got to play next to Nicky D as well. As you know, he's a big idol of mine.
Yeah.
So that was just a great time.
Another great guy, and we have Nicky D coming up on a future broadcast for an interview. A very, very talented, extremely talented guy, not only on accordion, but also vocals, and just the finesse that he has with everything that he adds. Hey, let me ask you this now. Who did you idolize growing up? And it could have either been in polka music or another genre of music altogether.
Let's see. I feel like I really idolize just the polka guys, really, because I never really picked up an instrument or thought of myself as a musician until I started playing polka music. I honestly, at first, never gave myself whatever the word is, the chance to really grow as a musician at first. I've always thought that the music gene skipped me.
Well, I don't think so. I don't think so. From what we've heard on stage, coming off the stage, I don't think so. But go ahead. Sorry to interrupt.
Thank you. You're fine. I appreciate that. But when I first got the chance to talk to Alex Meixner, he told me to be thankful for what you see in your in front of you whenever you're watching like Nicky D or any other accordionist,
Yeah.
But also like YouTube or Facebook is a beautiful thing because there are so many great musicians out there, no matter what instrument they play, that you can just find just anywhere on YouTube or Facebook that nobody really can, might have heard of at all in their life. So, and they might have a whole page full of videos of them playing that you could watch and
learn,
pick up some things.
Sure. So it sounds like maybe Alex Meixner, Nicky D, those are the kind of guys that you've really looked up to.
Right. And Mazorca Al was the one who really stressed the in first shake for me.
Oh, is that right?
That's right. He told, the in first shake is the key.
The in first versus the out. Yeah, I've known a lot of guys, and I always ask them that same thing. What do you do? Do you push in out or out in? And they say, well, you can push out in, but it's a lot easier if you go in out, and it's smoother, and you don't get as tired as quick.
That's right, and that's the key. It's a lot smoother, and it just keeps the rhythm going at a strong, steady pace.
Yeah, and when you're pushing box, as you're bouncing up there, when you guys are in the groove, because you can also, not only are you bouncing on stage, but you look out in front of the audience and you see them bouncing the same way, you're dead on.
Oh yeah, and that's the best feeling in the world whenever I'm feeling it, and I just turn around and look at my brother, and he's back there, bopping his head too, and I'm like, yep, this is it. This is the pocket.
Yeah, I can't wait because, we're going to be interviewing Sebastian next week. We've got Al coming up in a few weeks, but it's just going to be a lot of fun. Now, do you have a favorite song that you yourself like to play or sing? And I know you've sang a couple of songs because I've seen some videos of that too.
Yeah, I'm sorry that you had to hear that.
Oh no! Don't even think of saying that. Not at all.
No, but I mean, I feel like there are times where I'll start, whether it's with the beat or any other band, there might be a song at first where I'm like, I don't really feel this one,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll play it a few more times, and I'm like, okay, it's not that bad, and then sooner than later, I'm requesting it on stage.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of songs that I really enjoy playing.
Well, give me one or two of them.
Oh gosh, Robin. Let's see. I really like playing "I Won't Forget You" because that was a cool one. That's like let's see. That's a cool one too because me, Alex, and Sebastian always try and mix things up as well. Mm-hmm. Whether there's a song that that will be like two push vocals and like one straight vocal. We might sometimes push the whole thing, or I feel like we're always mixing it up a little bit.
Yeah, cool. And also, let's see here. How about How about if we go into what you do for a living? It was funny because when I called you the other day, I said, hey, are you all ready for the interview? And you said, oh, yeah. And you called me just in enough time because I was just getting done with work. Do you want to acknowledge what you do for work, or would you rather not? And I leave that up to the individual.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I work in sales at the Fastenal Company. We really just sell tools, hardware parts, really construction and industrial supplies to, whether it be construction sites, businesses, and whatnot.
Okay, so it's not really retail. You don't work out of a store. You actually, do you go around to the different sites or different businesses and try to push that?
Yep.
Oh, great. Great. Did you ever imagine, I mean, you've only been playing for a few years, but did you really ever imagine in your wildest dreams that you'd be playing with a top-notch band like The Beat?
Not even close, not even remotely. I've never even thought of that. I remember running into Mike Costa and Ronnie at the Smokehouse one year.
Mm-hmm.
and he just said, yeah, just, start practicing our book, start practicing our stuff, you know? And then a little while later, I got to sit in with them at the Haruku dance.
Okay.
And I remember afterwards I went up and thanked Mike, for the opportunity just to sit in. And he was like, I'm telling you, start practicing our book. I feel like your calling's going to be soon.
Oh,
and then a couple months later, I got the call to join the band.
Wow, that's huge. I'm going to ask you just a couple more questions here because I can't believe we're already approaching the 6 o'clock hour. This time has gone by really quick. But I don't even know if you have one of these yet or not. But do you have a favorite breakdown story? And this could have been, maybe traveling with Dad or Uncle Kenny that you were going to a gig and you weren't playing, but you were going to hear a band and you guys broke down, or even one of the band jobs. Have you ever broken down on the road yet?
No, I can't say we have.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, I'm sure it's coming though. But here's a little story, I guess.
Yeah.
I played with Polka Family in Pittsburgh with my dad. And we met Hank and the guys at a truck stop somewhere off I-80.
Okay.
So I loaded my accordion into the trailer. We came and went. The gig was great. Actually, that's that same gig afterwards. We were all going to head over to Sheets, and Davey Trechak was like, okay, yep, I'll see you guys there. And he never showed up. He just went home. But anyway, it was probably like a 4 or 5 hour drive back to that truck stop.
Mm-hmm.
And I was sleeping in the back of the van. We woke up whenever we were parked, and I just got up, got in the car, and me and my dad headed home. And then it probably wasn't until the next morning where I was like, where's my accordion?
Oh.
And we left it in the trailer. I mean, I didn't even think of it.
Oh.
I just woken up and I just wanted to get home.
Sure.
So
now, how did you end up getting it back?
It was in the middle of summer, so I feel like Frankenmuth might have been the next weekend. My dad was playing with Polka Family, so we grabbed it then. So it wasn't that big of a deal, but it's just something that I won't ever do again,
Yeah, understandable. That's for sure. Now, one final question, and I know you're still a newbie, but I want to ask you this anyhow. What recommendations or suggestions would you give to somebody that wants to get started in music, any kind of music whatsoever? What advice would you give to this individual, whether they wanted to play drums, accordion, bass, lead guitar, if they just wanted to sing? What would you say to them?
To really just practice anything, just throw on any kind of music, and definitely build strengths, in all genres, because that will definitely improve your ear, and as well as there could be common licks in other genres that are just another lick, I guess, to that specific genre.
Yeah.
But then you can fiddle around with it and kind of include it in whatever music that you do play.
Okay, cool. Hey, well, listen, Nick, I want to thank you so much on behalf of Jerry and myself. Thanks not only for taking the time out of your busy schedule. Say hello to Sam and everybody out there, if you would, please. And
Absolutely.
We thank them for allowing you this opportunity to share some time with us here on Polkas After Dark. And we love you, buddy. Keep doing what you're doing because you're making all the right moves.
Thank you, Robin, and thank you for having me. Best wishes to you and Jerry.
Hey, thanks so much. Love you, buddy.
Love you too.
Love you. Bye.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Beats. Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come inside. When the working week is through and you want something to do, polka dancing just for you. Move around to this sound.
Hey, this is off of the brand new recording. If you don't have it, you need to get it. It's the greatest hits and the misses. It's The Beat 3.0. Thanks so much to Nik Yash for spending some time with us this afternoon, right here on Polkas After Dark.
As the band begins to play and the night turns into day, you can hear the people say, one more song, one more song. If you move around the floor, it's for sure we'll play one more. Can't you see what's in store all night long, all night long? Come inside, the show's about to start. Guaranteed to bring this place apart. We're so sure you'll get your money's worth. A polka dance like no other one on earth. Come and see the show. Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come inside, come inside. You may think we end at one, but we'll tell you when we're done. Till you see the rising sun. Stick around, stick around. Come inside, the show's about to start. Guaranteed to bring this place apart. We're so sure you'll get your money's worth. A polka dance like no other one on earth. Come and see the show.
Hey, how about a twin spin for you coming your way? We're going to say hello to a whole bunch of people. Tyler Jansen's here. Also, Loretta Curtis Mackel. She's joining us. Barbara Albakowski from Buffalo. Welcome, folks, to Polkas After Dark.
Oj w lecie, oj w lecie, słoneczko gorące. Pasła panienka, gąseczki na łące. Rozmaria i lilia ta biała rozkwitała. Nasza panienka Józa Jasieńka pisze witawała. Rozmaria i lilia ta biała rozkwitała. Nasza panienka Józa Jasieńka pisze witawała. on her. Ooh la 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 la, ooh la 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 la, ooh la 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 Mala maluje, mala się śmieje, bo Malasiowi dobrze się dzieje. Ooh la 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 la, ooh la 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 la, ooh la 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 la. Hej, panie Marasiu, o co cię proszę? Ty maluj się mi, co w sercu noszę. Ooh la 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 la, ooh la 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 la, ooh la 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 la.
Oh, yeah. Michael Costin, the beat. Hey, once again, we want to thank Nik Yash for spending some time with us this afternoon. We want to also say hello to his sweetie, Samantha. She's here. And Jerry, how about saying hello to some of the people? What are you laughing at?
Can't do both. I'm trying to find that picture.
Oh, okay.
Not that talented, but you could go ahead and say hi to people while I try and
Why
find
don't
that
I
picture.
do that? Here, let me turn the screen around, the fourth screen that we have here. Hey, once again, we're going to say hi to Loretta Curtis Mackle, Tyler Jansen, also Bob Saharsky. Bob, welcome once again to Polkas After Dark. Sue Matashevich, Happy New Year to you. Mike and Darlene Reel, also to Michael. We're going to say howdy to you guys. Corey Nido is here with us. Kenny Brandt. Also say hello to Pat Leckie. Hello to Pat, Patricia. And let's see here. Who else do we have? We have Carol Schminsky. Let's see. He's so talented. Yes, yes, he is, Carol. You are absolutely correct. You hit the nail on the head, but we only bring talented folks right here on to Polkas After Dark on Sunday afternoons to join us for interviews. Right now, I'm going to ask Jerry to maybe just bring up the...
There it is. I found it.
Okay. All right. You found it. Good.
I knew I'd find it eventually.
Well, I have it here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it right over to you right now.
All right.
And you can mention the Polish Heritage
24th
Dancers.
Annual Polish Heritage Dancers are presenting Western New York's largest pre-Lenten party. It is Punchki Day, February 19th, 2023. That is a Sunday. It'll be held at Holy Mother of the Rosary Cathedral, 6298 Broadway in Lancaster, New York, from 1 until 7 p.m. Music will be by special delivery, and the folk dance show will be at 3 o'clock. Music there is from 2 to 6. They're going to feature some homemade Polish food, theme basket raffles, and the annual crowning of the Punchki King, Queen, Prince, and Princess.
Ooh, that is going to be a lot of fun. Unfortunately, we're going to be away. We're not going to have a broadcast that weekend in February. 2 weekends in February we're going to actually miss because one is going to be for that big game that we're not allowed to mention.
That's just Sunday. We can still have Saturday. We can do Saturday.
Yeah, that's true. We will.
We just won't be here Sunday.
And then on the Saturday and Sunday, which is February the 18th and 19th, we are going to be MIA as well. But folks, you want to make sure that you get your tickets early for this.
You can get your tickets by contacting the Ample Eagle newspaper at 716-835-9454 or by stopping at 3620 Harlem Road in Cheektowaga. You can also get your tickets at Salt Lamp, etc. by calling 888-395-3379, or by stopping by the shop there at 5274 Broadway in Lancaster, New York. Tickets are 10 in advance, 12 at the door. You can also get pre-sale tickets by calling Michelle, 716-983-5084, or Irene at 716-681-0813.
Hej tam åtater, åtskivitater, hej foto huje holny wiater, hej foto huje leci z nowiną, gdzie nasze idą udoliną. Hej foto huje leci z nowiną, gdzie nasze idą udoliną.
Hey, from Mary and Jan Sikora, we want to say hello and Happy New Year to you guys. Also, Jean Soika, she's tuned in this afternoon.
Na samym szczycie Galica jedzie, 4000 wózka wiezie. 4000 chłopców górali, hej ciupagami na Moskoli. 4000 chłopców górali, hej z ciupagami na Moskoli. Hej Madziar pije, hej Madziar płaci, hej za Madziara płacą dzieci. Hej płacą dzieci, hej płacę żona, hej bo Madziara nie ma w doma. Hej płacą dzieci, hej płacę żona, hej bo Madziara nie ma w doma.
Is a tune. Let's see, where the heck is that? Oh, hey, that's what they call a delay, isn't it? Okay, that's
very big delay.
I'm like, wait a minute, where is that coming from? And Jerry just handed me my phone after the phone conversation. I pulled the plug out, and of course, there's the music there. Wow, I was going to say deja vu. I remember hearing that song by Special Delivery. Hey, and don't forget, they are going to be appearing February the 19th. Actually, they're appearing all over the place, so you just got to go onto their website, Special Delivery, and take a look at their Facebook page. You will be able to find out exactly where they are and what they're going to be doing in the not too distant future. Hey folks, you're tuned to Polkas After Dark. It is 6:17 p.m. Eastern Time right here on the East Coast. Don't know what time it is where you're at, and you probably don't care because you're listening to polka music, and that's all that matters. Hey, I do want to make mention of a gentleman, a very, very close friend that we lost last week, Mr. Larry Mattis with the New Tones Band. Gosh, Larry and I go way back. You probably saw a Facebook post, but it was just a lot of fun to see him over the years and to see him perform with this band, which was his daughter's band, actually. Here's the New Tones featuring Larry on the vocal. Here's one called Red Shoes Polka.
Pijana prosiła, czerwone buciki dość listowała. Pijana Danieczka na drugi raz miała. Czerwone buciki dość listowała. Pijana Danieczka na drugi raz miała.
Hey, going from the New Tones, Larry Mattis on the vocal. Here's one featuring the golden voice of polkas, Mr. Marion Lush. Here is one called Young Years Polka.
Stary kunisiu, usiądź sobie. Nie jesteś młody, jeno stary. Siwy się robisz i starzejesz. Te młode lata więcej nie masz. Te młode lata nam uciekli i tylko pamiątki nam zostali. Te młode lata nam uciekli i tylko pamiątki nam zostali. Tego relacje dobrze znamy i każdą drogę my kochamy. Drogi konisiu, czy pamiętasz, jakieś ty latał ten piękny las? Te młode lata nam uciekli i tylko pamiątki nam zostali. Te młode lata nam uciekli i tylko pamiątki nam zostali. Tylko nam Pan Bóg daje życie, życie nam daje i odbierze. To Jego prawo zawsze było i zawsze będzie. Te młode lata nam uciekli i tylko pamiątki nam zostali. Te młode lata nam uciekli i tylko pamiątki nam zostali.
Hey, let's bring up a local band. These guys are called Seven. Here's one called the Tamaray Polka.
We watch the dancers sway. Hey, la 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 la. Hey, dana moja, dana dana. They dance the night away. Tamore, you wish
How about a little bit of Richie Tokarz on the vocal with one called Leaving Chicago.
Ludzie tu w Chicago poleczkie tańcują i po wszystkie bala wesoło śpiewają. Piosenki wesołe się im podobają. Hej, wesołe życie ludzie tutaj mają. Piosenki wesołe się im podobają. Hej, wesołe życie ludzie tutaj mają. Przyjdzie zobor, a wieczoreczek biegnie, lubaki na sala, je gardło żałuje, hulają głośliwie, muzyka nagrywa, całą noc nadziei, ludziom się odbywa. Hulają głośliwie, muzyka nagrywa, całą noc nadziei, ludziom się odbywa.
How about a little bit of Wally Dombrowski off of the Revisited recording, which he did all by his lonesome. Here's one called On the Bridge Obetic.
Na krakowskim moście świeci się korona, która ładna panna będzie, bo ja żona łajdana. Na krakowskim moście świeci się krzyżycie, która najładniejsza wszystkich tych, że wicie łajdana.
Hey, let's do this one for Don and Marina Kozak out there in the city of North Tonawanda, New York. Here's one called Clock on the Wall, Happy Richie's Polka Band.
Oj prędko, czas leci, lecz mi to domu mój dzieci. Jak ja starsze żyję, mój Boże, linii tego nie pomoże. Hej, ty zegarze na ścianie, ja ci wskazówki wysłanie. Hej, ty zegarze na ścianie, ja ci wskazówki wysłanie.
Good evening, Donna Skachillis, as well as Jonathan. You are both over there hanging with me over in YouTube.
Jak mi czas leci, ja traktuję, czas idzie prędko, jak tańcuję. Nigdy ten zegarz nie doradza, tylko do starego prowadza. Hej, ty zegarze na ścianie, ja ci wskazówki wysłanie. Hej, ty zegarze na ścianie, ja ci wskazówki wysłanie. Hej, ty zegarze na ścianie, ja ci wskazówki wysłanie. Hej, ty zegarze na ścianie, ja ci wskazówki wysłanie.
That's Happy Richie and his polka band. About a little bit of the G notes and some gin and squirt polka.
Pat, we're real happy you got your blood pressure down. Good to see you here.
After that game, everybody's blood pressure was up. Hey, hello to Danny Roy, also to Carolyn Renee. Also, we're going to say hi to Sue Blackburn. Hey, that's the sound of the G notes. How about we bring in some Lenny Gomulka Chicago Push? It's 6:36 p.m.
The saddest news, somebody's back in town, and I know just what he's gonna do. He'll pick up where he left off his last time around. Oh, how it hurts to keep on losing you. Somebody's back in town to steal your love from me. The fear I had so long is now reality. The only chance I have is when he throws you down. My chance is gone, somebody's back in town. Said and you will walk right in. He only wants a fly-by-night affair and nothing more, and you're just fool enough to fall again. Somebody's back in town, why can't he stay away? You should know he never loved you anyway. He'll let you live a little, then he'll throw you down. Sad news today, somebody's back in town. Sad news today, somebody's back in town.
Gomulka Chicago Push off of that brand new recording, To the Moon and Back. You know, he's a fantastic saxophone player, but you know who would give him a good run for his money?
Who's that?
This guy right here. Here's Tommy Wonderlick on the sax with John Gurra, a little bit of sax serenade polka. about a little bit of Alex Meixner? I asked my mother. Hey, good evening to Kim Rozak. She's tuned in this afternoon with us. Hey, we've got just about 15 more minutes before we bid you a fond farewell and a dobranoc. We thank you guys so much for tuning us in here on a Sunday afternoon for Polkas After Dark. Hey, that's a little bit of Alex Meixner right here, Polkas After Dark. That's what you're tuned to, guys and gals, right here on our broadcast link with the C, which is no longer transmitting our videos, but we are live on YouTube as well as Facebook, and we do appreciate each and every time you guys tune us in. Let's see, Maria says, were you laughing at Mark's comment? And no, you were laughing at me going, you said that probably didn't look too good on the screen, and we'll have to rewind that when we play it back later.
Yeah, the funny part was you were drowning me on like the screen next to you.
Oh, I've got to show them that.
And then I was making faces like I was drowning, but nobody saw that but me and you,
No.
and we were live, and I didn't realize that we
see
were
if I can,
on the screen.
Let's see if I can bring that up here.
That one.
Yeah.
No, was it that one?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't that one.
It had to be the other pool. I don't remember. One of the
Water-
pools that we
yeah.
have.
But it's no, because that's kind of funny. I can probably bring you down here and show them exactly what we can do. It says new water pool. So I've got to bring that up here on the other side of the screen. People don't really care about this stuff, but
No, but it's funny because
we
were
laugh about
I
a
was
lot of-
laughing so hard, and it turned out that we were like.
Okay, well, let's see here now. Where is the other screen that I can bring up? Because I have to be able to control that. And I am looking here. You know, that's the problem when you, there it is. When you bring these up, it's like, okay, I can show Jerry that I'm putting her underwater. Here, watch this. You guys ready for this here? This is what we were laughing at, Maria. Oh boy, the things that we do to have fun, to make ourselves laugh. What can I say? Hey, you know something that won't make you laugh is this gal right here. We love her voice, and here's one called My favorite song. Here's Mary Lou Czerniak.
Sing along. The words are very easy. It's a very simple song. When I was just a little girl, my daddy said to me, if you don't know the words, just sing. Woi-dai-dee-dai-dee, woi-dai-dee-dai-dee-dai-dai, woi-dai-dee-dai-dai, woi-dai-dee-dai-dee-dai-dai, woi-dai-dee-dai-dai, woi-dai-dee-dai-dee-dai-dai, woi-dai-dee-dai-dai, woi-dai-dee-dai-dee-dai-dai. When you go to a polka dance and you're having quite a time, you'd like to hear your favorite song, but the name just slips your mind. Don't let your memories spoil your fun. Take a tip from me. Walk up to the band and sing. Woi-dai-dee-dai-dee, woi-dai-dee-dai-dee-dai-dai, woi-dai-dee-dai-dai, woi-dai-dee-dai-dee-dai-dai, woi-dai-dee-dai-dai, woi-dai-dee-dai-dee-dai-dai, woi-dai-dee-dai-dai, woi-dai-dee-dai-dee-dai-dai, woi-dai-dee-dai-dai. Woi-dai-dee-dai-dee-dai-dai, woi-dai-dee-dai-dai, woi-dai-dee-dai-dee-dai-dai, woi-dai-dee-dai-dai, woi-dai-dee-dai-dee-dai-dai, woi-dai-dee-dai-dai, woi-dai-dee-dai-dee-dai-dai, woi-dai-dee-dai-dai.
And of course, did you see the comment that Jill Czerniak
I
put down
agree
there? She said,
completely.
this lady sings nice.
I agree
Nah,
completely.
nah, definitely not nice. She is fantastic, fabulous. If you put them all together, it's fantabulous, I think. Yeah.
Agreed.
What a great voice she has. I love hearing her, and sometimes you'll catch her when she is listening to a band. She'll start to sing, and you'll lean in, and then she gets real quiet. And it's like, no, keep singing, keep singing.
I want to hear you, not anybody else.
Love her voice. Jeez, oh whiz. Hey, let's go ahead. We're going to play a couple more tunes here before we say so long. We've got about 8 more minutes before 7 p.m. Here's a guy that's going to be joining us next weekend for an interview. Here's Mr. Seabass himself, Sebastian Pekowski, with The Beat 3.0. Hey, once again, we want to especially thank Mr. Nik Yash for joining us this afternoon. Hey, Alice, you requested a song by Focus, and I'll bet you we can get one of those in for you.
I've got a girl named Skippy with freckles on her bippy. The men all stare, the women giggle when they see her bippy wiggle. 3 cheers for Skippy's bippy. The men all stare, the women giggle when they see her bippy wiggle. 3 cheers for Skippy's bippy. When Skippy goes out walking, everyone's looking, talking. Look her over, oh my golly, she's got dimples on her jolly, but you should see her bippy. Look her over, oh my golly, she's got dimples on her jolly, but you should see her bippy. Three cheers for Skippy's Bippy. The men all stare, the women giggle when they see her Bippy wiggle. Three cheers for Skippy's Bippy. When Skippy goes out walking, everyone's looking, talking. Look her over, oh by golly, she's got dimples on her jolly, but you should see her Bippy. Look her over, oh by golly, she's got dimples on her jolly, but you should see her Bippy.
Hey, one especially going out there to Alice Fischler, or should I say up there in Canada. Here's the Army Days Polka. Here's a tune by Focus. Good evening to you, Mr. Richie Coyce, and also hello to Jerry Polinsky. Hey, also, John and Marge just chimed in here, and also Don Zastavny Romanzo. See, Jerry, I told you, if we wear black, it makes us look figure flattering. I look like I lost about maybe 50, 60. No, not really. Forget it.
Mój Boże, słuchaj mi dziewczyna, pomoże, słuchaj mi dziewczyna, pomoże. Mój Boże, słuchaj mi dziewczyna, pomoże, słuchaj mi dziewczyna, pomoże. Hey, let's bring up Eddie Blazonczyk and the Versatones to take us on up to the 7 o'clock hour. Here's I Can't Tell My Heart.
Hey, Jerry, I don't know if you have a copy of the Polish Peaches recording, but we need to get a hold of something.
I can't tell my heart that you are no good. I'd give this world if only I could. You cheated and lied, and you left me flat. I know it's true, but I can't tell my heart that. Still cries out, it wasn't long ago that we were together. You said you loved me so. I'm longing for you, but you'll never come back. I know it's true, but I can't tell my heart that.
Hey, folks, thanks once again for putting us on. If you've been listening in your car,
thanks for the ride.
And you're tuned to Polkas After Dark. We certainly appreciate it. Join us next week, Saturday evening at 7 p.m. We should be here. And then Sebastian Pekalski joins us on Sunday afternoon for an interview from the Beat 3.0.